Judges 18, Dan's invasion and idolatry. In those days, there was no king of Israel, and the Danite tribe was looking for territory to occupy. Up to that time, there was no territory had been captured by them among the tribes of Israel. So the Danites sent out 5 men from all their clans of Zorah and Eshtaol to scout out the land and explore it. They told them, "Go explore the land." They came to the hill country of Ephraim as far as the home of Micah and spent the night there. While they were near Micah's home, they recognized the account from the young Levite, so they went over to ask him, "Who brought you here? What are you doing in this place? What is keeping you here?" He told them, "This is what Micah has done for me. He has hired me, and I become his priest." They said to him, "Please inquire of God for us to determine if we will have a successful journey." The priest told them, "Go in peace. The Lord is watching over the journey you are going on." The 5 men then left and came to Laish. They saw the people who were living surely in the same way as the Sidonites, quiet and unsuspecting. There was nothing lacking in the land. No obsessing ruler. They were far from the Sidonites. Having no alliance with anyone. When the men went back to their relatives in Zorah and Eshtaol, their relatives asked them, "What did you find out?" They answered, "Come on, let's attack them, for we have seen the land. It is very good. Why wait? Don't hesitate to go and invade and take possession of the land." When you get there, you will come to an unexpected people and a spacious land, for God has handed it over to you, in a place where nothing on earth is lacking. 600 Danites departed from Zorah and Eshtaol, men with weapons of war, They went up and camped at Kirnath Jearim in Judah. And this is why the piece is still called the Camp of Dan today. It is west of Kirnath and Jearim. From there they traveled the hill country of Ephraim and arrived at Micah's house. The 5 men who had gone to scout the land of Laish told their brothers, "Do you know that there are an Epod household gods and a carved image and a silver idol in these houses? Now think about what you should do." So they detoured there and went to the house of the young Levite, the home of Micah, and greeted him. The 600 Danite men were standing by the entrance of the city gate, armed with their weapons of war. Then the 5 men who had gone to scout out the land went in and took the carved image, the Epod, the household idols, and silver idols, while the priest was standing by the entrance of the city gate, with 600 men armed with weapons of war. When they entered Micah's house and took the carved image of Epod, the household idols, and the silver idol, the priest said to them, "What are you doing?" They told him, "Be quiet, keep your mouth shut, come with us, and be a father and priest to us. Is it better for you to be a priest for the house of one person, or for you to be a priest for tribe and family in Israel?" The priest was pleased and took the Epod, household idols, and carved image and went with the people. They prepared to leave, putting their dependents, livestock, and possessions in front of them. After they were some distance from Micah's house, the men who were in the houses near it mustered and caught up with the Danites. They called to the Danites, who turned and faced them, and said to Micah, "What's the matter with you and that you mustered the men?" He said, "You took the gods and I made and the priest, and went away. What do I have left? How can you say to me, what's the matter with you? The Danites said to him, don't raise your voice against us, or angry men will attack you, and your family will lose your lives. The Danites went on their way, and Micah turned to go back home because he saw they were stronger than he was. After they had taken the gods Micah had made and the priests that belonged to them, they went to Laish to a quiet and unsuspecting people. They killed them with swords and burned the city. There was no one to rescue them because it was so far from Sidon that they had no alliance with anyone. In the valley that belonged to Beth Rehob, they rebuilt the city and lived in it. They named the city Dan, after the name of their investor, Dan, who was born in Israel. The city was formerly named Laish. The Danites set up the carved image for themselves. Jonathan, son, Gershom, son of Moses, and his sons were priests for the Danites until the time of the exile from the land. So they set up themselves Micah's carved image that he had made, and was there as long as the house of God was in Shiloh. Thank you for listening. God bless.